the Spiritual Wisdom Hour on Wednesday, the 10th of February, and hope you're all well and enjoying your week. Windy as usual here in Tasmania today. I am Victoria Cochrane. I'm a psychic channel communicator, I call it, a psychic communicator, where I can reach people who've passed over, angelic guides, talk to the Creator, bring in messages from the other side. And I'm also a spiritual healer and a psychic and spiritual tutor and an author. And I'm here with you again today for spiritual development insights. We'll do readings later on, but just need to do my blurb first, which is always to help people with spiritual development issues and questions you might have about spiritual stuff. So drop me a line and say hello and that you're here. And I look forward to interacting with everyone today. I always start with a reading for everybody, for a collective reading. So I'll do that first. Just, here I am. Yeah, so it would be really great to... Hi Kerry, great to see you. And... here we go. So today I thought I'd do the collective reading while people are jumping on. Hi Julia, lovely to see you, welcome. From the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. So my name is Victoria Cochrane. I live on the northwest coast in Tasmania, and I did grow up in Melbourne, so I was a Melbourne girl. Went down to South Gippsland to teach, met my husband down there. We ended up on a dairy farm for many years. Had 3 children, had 2 over there, 1 over here, and they're all grown up now, of course. And we don't milk cows anymore, which we're pretty grateful for, really. Live here on the water, near the river and the beach, and life's pretty good. So, great to be with you all today. Hi Lance, hi Sarah from Queensland. Hi Sharon, lovely to see you. So we'll be doing readings for people at about half an hour. For now, I'm doing a 9-card spread for the collective out of the tarot today, the Psychic Tarot. So this is what is happening, what you need to know, and what you can expect. Okay, so let's do that for today, and then we'll see what comes up to talk about, because quite often I've planned things and then people bring things up to talk about, strange things that are happening to them, or wondering what to do because they're feeling so lost, or a lot of energy flying around and all that kind of thing. Hi Jessie, great to see you. Hi Melanie, great to see you too, and Samantha. So it's really great. I've got them popping up on my phone as well, which means that I can kind of see, because otherwise I have to scroll here on the computer. And then I'm also going live to my spiritual page, and now you can hear me there, just in case I get comments there as well. So multitasking, which I'm good at. Okay, so this is what is happening now for the collective. So when you do a reading, it's always really good to connect to your higher self at least, and to just really focus on the cards and hold the intention for an unconditional love reading that has no conditions, and that's for the highest and best for the person, and you're much more likely to get an accurate, more sensitive reading for the person. Cassidy, great to see you again. Hi Katrina, great to see you. And I will be, Samantha, doing readings for individuals in about half an hour, but for now this is for the collective, so it's always good to know if it resonates with you too, so please. So The first one, crown chakra. So I just told you that I always ask for an unconditional love reading for the highest and best for the person, and I'm asking it for you guys today. But I have been tuning into people lately and their crown chakra has been really blocked. And so if you're feeling a bit disconnected, it's the number 7, and apparently number 7 is the most spiritual number, and is the number associated with the highest source of energy, which is the Creator, God, non-religiously, no religion attached. It is what we come from. It's the light that we come from and that we go back to when we pass over. And there are no conditions. So living in 7 planes of existence, there are no conditions in that plane. All the other planes, as I've explained before, work on a trading of energy and sometimes the sacrifice of energy, and we can get very blocked in our lower chakras and then think that we're all alone and that we're separate when we're really all connected. So it's really a sign that people need to perhaps meditate more, be more mindful of themselves in the body, and just know that you're always connected to Source and that help is available from the universe when you ask. And we do have to ask. Thank you, Jessie. Hi, Melissa. Great to see you. Yes, so you don't have to visualize the light. Just hold the intention. With intention it is. We are powerful co-creators and we create with intention. Hi, Laura Lou. Yes, I will be doing readings in about half an hour. This is for the collective though. So of course, everything's developing and there's a lot of energy coming in. Sometimes people are blocked because there's too much information coming in. Some people are so open. So you're either blocked or you're really open and you're getting just bombarded. And that's not helpful either. So then you need to ask your guides, a creator, to back it off a bit and to help you just to process it and to translate it so that you can kind of make sense of it. And of course, everything grows from a seed and takes patience. Our spiritual growth does take patience and practice. And so know that things are happening, but sometimes they happen in divine timing, which, Angela, I love that. Her car kilometres this week was 7777. Oh my goodness, you're so ready to go. That's awesome. Yes, you do. You can ask them to turn down the frequency and turn down the volume if you like on the downloads that are coming, but also be patient. As you can see, everything's happening in multi dimensions and in its own time. So, and the last one for what's happening now. Make sure that you're always grateful for what you have now and for what's happening in your life. We tend to, as humans, we just look at the negative, don't we? And we just kind of focus on the bad things or the things that are weighing us down. But how far have you come? What great celebrations can you make this week, even if the only thing you can think of is that you woke up every morning alive and breathing? Honestly, once we start thinking of positive things, that builds more positivity and it really helps our emotional body. And this card comes from the emotional body. So very, very important to always just make sure that you're giving thanks for what you have now, even if it doesn't seem a lot, even if it's really hard to think of something. Because positivity and hope build positivity and hope. Negativity and despair just build that. Yes, so many other family and friends are. It must be in the air. And just see, a lot of people are at crossroads. A lot of people are finding that things are coming to a head. Things are coming back into existence that perhaps weren't there before or haven't been kind of surfacing for a while, and that is because nothing in integrity can stay in our energy field, and what is unresolved needs to be resolved so that we can move forward. As a teacher, I would always say, well, what can you unpack? You know, put it all, the overwhelm, everything in like a lunchbox, and then unpack it one at a time and unwrap it, deal with that, put the wrapping in the bin, and then the next thing. Because if you try and deal with everything at once, it's just impossible and you end up a nervous wreck. So prioritize, unpack, and keep some things in the fridge for later, and just do a little bit by bit. You definitely will be able to have one, Marlene. I'm just doing a collective reading at the moment. So that was what is happening at the moment. Make sure that you're keeping grounded and connected. Believe that you are connected to the universe and that help will come to you when you ask. Be patient with your development and spiritual growth, because everything takes time. And celebrate the little things and the joys, not just look at the negative parts. Okay, morning, Katie. And Melissa says, there is so much beauty in the world if you choose to see it. I practice gratitude every waking minute. It's helped me so much on my journey. And I know Melissa's had a pretty tough journey, but she's so positive, and that's why she's really creating such wonderful things in her life. So what you need to know, third eye, we all have psychic ability. We're all connected to the light. We all have a basic intuition, which is our most basic psychic sense. So just trust yourself. Trust that what you're feeling, your hunches, what you're being pulled to do is your guidance. Don't discount it as just your imagination. No. Learn to trust and go with your intuition. Thank your guides for leading you in that path, and then keep asking them to help guide you. Okay. See if I've got any other comments. Hi Monica, great to see you. Hi India. Yes, you finally got me live. That's fantastic. So great to see you there. I hope you're well over in Launceston. Okay, so also what we need to know for now is there is a lot of energy going around. Oh my goodness, look at that. And you might be feeling like you're all in pieces. Thumbs up if you are. Give me a thumbs up or something, because so many people are just feeling like they're a bit shattered. Very important then to keep grounded, keep breathing, keep cutting ties to people who are draining your energy. Make sure that you do give gratitude as well, but take time for yourself as well. Drink lots of water, eat lots of food, but just know that there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and a lot of it's not nice, and it's dragging us down, and we need to try to keep our vibrations above it by not engaging in what's in the media, by not listening to everything. You know, use your critical literacy and listen to what the journalists are saying. Listen to how much bias they're putting on what they're saying. Listen to how they're manipulating people to think one way, and don't buy into it. Make your own choices, but be like an observer. Archangel Michael always says, be like an observer, and just observe. And that's what the Supreme Source has to do, the angels do. They observe. They feel really sorry, but no one can do anything until someone makes a choice to change and ask for help that way. So, yeah, I wrote a thing in my newsletter this week. Someone says, working on forgiveness for myself and others. My newsletter is pretty much hot off the press. I put this out. I know this will be, oh no, it's not back, it's probably back to front. I know this is just printed today. I've put the link up on my website, on my Facebook page, Victoria Cochrane, Psychic Communication and Spiritual Healing. You can also subscribe to it on my newsletter. But a client asked me just recently, what does forgiveness look like? And it was like, well, I suppose it depends on what what the circumstances are, how long it's been going on for, how deep the trauma is and all of that. But it was pretty a good question. So I actually examined that in my article, which I always find the hardest thing to write every month. But I write that, so I'd imagine that forgiveness feels like freedom and perhaps relief, because when I've been able to move past something and forgive, even if it's only a little thing, my mind has become freer and I have felt less stressed. It is also helpful to know that the wheel of karma is always turning until completion. So leaving karma to take its course is a good option for allowing one to feel like they can move forward. As to what it looks like, perhaps it looks like strength, resilience, people or families reuniting, cooperation, relief, friendship, tolerance, release, harmony, a hug, a kiss, a handshake, an email, a text, a letter. Perhaps it looks like people communicating and repairing miscommunications, building new understandings and healing old wounds. You can get one, Jessie, where are you? You're in Burnie. You can get one from Sri Batik in Burnie. You can also go on to my website, and I think, haven't you, did you, if you've subscribed, it should have come through your email today. Otherwise, you can go on to my Facebook pages and you'll get the link there. Also, what colour is it? To me, it's violet. It's the colour of the violet flame. And it's the colour of the crown chakra, which here is pink, but actually it's more like violet. So it transmutes. So bring in the violet flame, sit in that beautiful purple energy and just allow yourself to release. Because I do write too that some people find it hard to forgive because it just feels like you're setting the perpetrator free, or the situation free, or just, you know, feeling angry can be justifiably satisfying. But actually it just keeps you locked in mental torment. So Melissa says, you just triggered an epiphany. It's acceptance and letting go. Thanks, love. No problem, Dales. Honestly, I sound like Michelle Scott there, but honestly, you know, like really just letting go and allowing the past to take care of itself and to resolve. And quite often letting go is the hardest thing to do, but then the easiest. So I'm glad that's helped. And then the energy is also triggering a bit of emotional boredom and people actually starting to move on from their friends or the situations they've been in and feeling that things just don't resonate with them anymore. That's been happening for quite a long time, but if that's happening to you, again, trust that you're reaching a new vibration of consciousness, and that when you let go of people and situations that no longer serve you, then the new will come in. And Archangel Raguel gave me a message in Angelic Whisperings on my newsletter this week. An ending will always herald a new beginning. No matter how painful it is at the time, look for the blessings, for they will guide you to your new path. So I'm hoping that's helpful for people. So that's what's going on at the moment. Lots of energy that's mucking people up. So what can we expect in the future? And then I'll get to individual readings. And thank you. Oh, and Julia says it resonates with her, so that's fantastic. Just checking my other page. Hi, Rachel. How you going? Hope you're enjoying this wind. Not so sick of the wind, actually. But anyway, I'm grateful for the beautiful sunshine and the rain that we had the other day, and the plants and the veggies that are growing. Yes, well, that's a really good thing. Do I have tips on how to start letting go of toxic situations? 1, don't engage in the drama, because people who are toxic will always try to keep you in their energy, which is very low, okay? And they will always, it's always about making them feel justified and making them feel that they have the power over you and are in control when they're probably feeling pretty shitty about themselves and out of control. So just detach from them and their drama. The other thing is to have a good cleansing yourself and to actually start to examine why you might actually be still hanging on to that toxic situation. How is it serving you? And that's a pretty confronting thing to do. But when you start to look at that, then you'll start to unravel perhaps the patterns of behaviour that it's triggering in you. And you can't change that person, but you can change your responses to that person and then start to change your behaviour. You can also dig deeply to the belief systems that are holding you there, and perhaps you're not feeling great about yourself, and so you've actually given away your power, and now it's time to take it back. So there are two other things to do. There are two suggestions for ridding yourself of toxic situations. The other one might be to get help. You know, if it's a legal situation or something, or it involves custody or whatever, you do need to get help and you need to find the best person. And the other thing is to just handle your worries over to your archangel, to the creator, to the universe, and thank them. Give thanks like it's already happened. Thank you so much for helping me resolve this situation, for it turning out for my highest and best, and for allowing me to let go. But sometimes a healing with me or whoever resonates with you would be good to help to cut ties, so Creator can actually separate you and the person through soul fragments, because in any really deep or meaningful relationship, we do exchange pieces of our soul. And so returning those and cutting ties and cords and cutting trauma and all of that thing, all of those things can be really helpful. Yes. So I will be getting to cards. I'm just still doing what you need to know for the future, and then I'll get on to it. Sorry. Yes. Pleasure. India says, I have helped her so much. Love your insights. Thank you, India. That's really lovely. Non-reaction. And I've got another friend who said she doesn't react anymore, she responds. And there's a difference. There's a huge difference. And taking the 10 seconds just to release, let go before you is a really good thing to do, because then you can not react and say the wrong thing. Okay. So, a lot of you are trapped in your head. So it's time to move out of that now. 9 is completion. No more being trapped in your head. Okay, no more suffering in silence. Ask for help. Start to write things down. Change your patterns of behaviour and get out of your body, mental body, because it's trapping you. And, you know, this person is defeated and going down. Energy is going down. No, no, no. See where the light is? You've got to go up. So people who are in toxic situations will always try to keep you down with them. The media, what's going on in the world, it's all keeping us anchored in very low vibrations. No more. Turn your thinking around. Just be really mindful of your thoughts and start to think really positive and just head for that light. Be patient. And if you have a bad day, we all have bad days. But it's now time to start breathing, offloading, and thinking, knowing with your heart, not with your mind. And the last one is to work on self-love. This week is about getting out of your mental body and moving down into your sacral and healing those old wounds of I'm not good enough, I never say the right thing, you know. Okay, I am good enough. If people don't like me, that's bad luck, you know. Start to turn it around and build yourself up, not down. And that's really, really, really important. So that's the forecast for the week. There's lots of energy going around, and people are getting stuck in their heads and stuck in despair, but there's always hope. So And look, if I went down that rabbit hole too of what's going on in the world, I wouldn't be any use to you. No use to you at all. So I keep my vibration high, and I stay connected to Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, the Creator, and I send love and light, and I write positive things, and I think positive things, and I send positive healing energy to the world, but I stay away from the media. As I said, I watch cooking shows. I love cooking, so that's lucky. Okay, let's get to, I hope that's really helped people. So the first person that I do want to give a card to is the person whose daughter is having a birthday today. It might be Marlene, is it? So Julia says, she went bushwalking yesterday and I stopped every 20 minutes to take my surroundings in completely. Such a great thing to do. Very grounding, and will keep you in the present and not starting to reminisce and rue the past or worry about the future. So Marlene says, can I please have a card today, my son's birthday? So I'm changing cards now and doing readings for people. So I have a website, victoriacochrane.com, and I put out a monthly newsletter, which I've showed you, so you can actually subscribe to that. And just looking to see what cards I might pull, maybe Archangel cards. I have Facebook page, Psychic Communication with Victoria Cochrane, but also I have some private groups that you're welcome to join. The Spiritual Journey with Tor's Angels, Tor is my nickname, and Victoria Cochrane Author. I come to Launceston once a month. The next day is the 1st of March. I've actually booked in to do the Sydney Mind, Body and Spirit Festival in May. So I'll be there on the 19th, 20th, 21st and 22nd. I'm very excited about that. So I'm trying to get myself out there more. And now let's just pull a card for Marlene's son for his birthday. Happy birthday to him. And how old would he be today, Marlene? Is he just young? And then Jessie, I will pull a card for you next. Okay. This is for your son, Marlene. You know what to do. Archangel Uriel, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. So just seeing. Oh, awesome, Melissa. I so love a card. I so love a hug from you. And yes, I will get to you too. And I will get to as many people as I can. Joe is 23. Okay, I feel like he's a bit stuck. I feel like it might be with work. But he just needs to trust himself and that he knows what to do. And also go for the highest option. Don't go for the easiest one. It might be harder, might take more time, but just trust. He's really guided. And Archangel Uriel's there guiding me too, and he's just so amazing and very trustworthy. So on his birthday, today is make that decision and just do what he needs to do. So hopefully that helps. Jessie, just breaking my energy. I sometimes tune into people, but I'm trying to get through as many people as I can. So if I really don't understand the card, then I will tune into you. And so if you're asking for a card, I take that as permission for me to tune into you. Okay? So, and if you could, please share this post, share this video with your with the people on your page. I would be so grateful. That's a really great exchange of energy for me, and it just lets other people know about me, and I might be able to help them. Okay, go. Jessie, prioritise. You've got a lot on your plate at the moment, and the purple colour would indicate to me that everything's going to work out, but you've got so much going on in your head that you can't just work out the forest from the trees. So just, like I said, pack it all in the lunchbox and then unpack it one at a time and leave things in the fridge or just, for their shelf life until you get round to them all, because you just need to give yourself a break, pretty much. So focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organised and motivated. And this is Metatron. Metatron is a very powerful archangel, does a lot of healing for the world. And so you can see, like, he's got a gift here of a cup with helping to transmute all your issues. So call on Archangel Metatron today, Jessie, to help you with the situation that you're in at the moment, and just deal with what you need to. Okay, and just pack everything else away until you can deal with it, because honestly, you'll never get there otherwise. You'll just be mentally drained. Okay, Laura Lou, needing guidance, moving house, know where to go. Okay, well, I need to tune into you then, because I don't even know where you live. So I'll just ask. I think you have a fairly good idea, because you've got a quite a big aura of yellow kind of emotion around your head, which would seem like you're stuck, but really trust your intuition of where you need to go. Your heart is healing too, so go in the direction that's pulling you most. That's a bit cryptic. So if I were to get out the earth energy cards, then you're welcome, Jessie. Good morning, Amanda. Good to see you. So this is for Laura Lou. Hi, Lyndall. Lovely to see you. Hi, Mel. Lovely to see you too. And Rachel says, almost like this live was made for me today. That's awesome. I love it when people say things like that. Okay, so Laura Lou, Earth Magic, Vigilance, grounding. It's almost like you don't need to move just yet. Need guidance, moving house, know where to go. So perhaps you just need to ground a bit more and feel into where feels right for you. I don't feel like you need to make a decision this very instant, otherwise you might make the wrong decision. And because you're so in your head, I would perhaps be gentle with yourself and just take a bit more time to make that decision. And also do a bit of feng shui, make sure the house is kind of decluttered so that that unclutters you as well. And then just write down all the places you really like and that really resonate with you, and then that will help you. But I think you're a bit cluttered, and so just declutter yourself first, and then it will all just pop into your head. So I definitely would do it that way. Thank you, Kerry. Lance, love a card if you're so drawn. So here we go. I think everybody needs a bit of a chakra clearing. I probably do too. Like, we do get in our heads a lot, and so call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes, and that's Metatron again. So Lance, I definitely would do that. And then Earth energy is think outside the box. And so people need to get out of your heads. I think that's the homework for today. There's a really great way of just breathing down into your heart space and just feeling into decisions you need to make rather than trying to work it out in your head. You know, as soon as I let go of that and I just trust and I bring my guidance in and I don't think about it and I just allow it to come, I know I can trust that. So the head is not a great place to be sitting at the moment. So clear your space and then get out of the, maybe just move somewhere else, go sit in nature and just breathe and start to think of other possibilities. So Lance, I think that whatever you're stuck in, there's an answer, but you're not looking in the right direction. So hopefully that helps. Ty, yes, you can. And Ricky, welcome to you. I'll do one for you as well. And Tony, so right, that's awesome, thank you. And Julia, yes, and then I'll get to you. Fantastic. Don't let me forget you, will you? Just keep messaging there so I remember. Okay, so this is for Ty. Overcoming difficulties, Ty, so things will get easier. And see, it's on angel wings, so always ask for help, and there's always a way. Ask for help and guidance, and it will always be given to you. And Lance says that resonates completely, so that's fantastic. So overcoming difficulties, and no need to worry, everything will be fine. So Ty, just trust, you're on the right path. See, even though it's been difficult, you're on the right path and things will be fine. So good to get confirmation, isn't it, when that comes out. Ricky, any messages from my spirit guide? Would love some direction. Well, I kind of go for angel guides because spirit guides, they've lived lives on earth and they still have opinions and they're grounded in the physical earth. So I'm going to be looking for your angel guide because I just feel like that's going to be more trustworthy and useful for you. Archangel Gabriel, quite tall above you. It's like you haven't quite grounded in, because the way I see the archangels reflects your energy, and so he's quite tall. He's white, so your intentions are pure, but you haven't quite grounded into your ideas yet and to where you want to go. So take the time to breathe, to meditate, to ask for guidance. Quite often I see them with their hands out, like, you know, an open mind, but he's kind of pointing in one direction. It's like you're going in the right direction or the wrong direction. You're heading in the right direction, but you're only halfway there. So it's just like, really don't start getting in your head. Just ground, trust, do a bit of journaling, do a bit of prioritizing, and have a bit of patience, but also focus. So you just really need to focus, Ricky, on what it is you want to create, because when we're scattered, what we focus on we create, but if we've got focus going everywhere, then the universe doesn't know what to give us. So we just need to really focus on it with crystal clear clarity, build up the layers, and just know that it's always going to happen. You just need to be really focused and make it happen that way. Now I'm going back to Julia because Julia is struggling, and then I'll come back to Melissa and a few other people too. And Amanda, would love a card, feeling stuck, so I stop and wait or move on. Do I stop and wait or move on? this with a relationship, I'd imagine. So I'm just focusing on you, Julia. You're worrying yourself sick, so you just need to make sure that you are looking after yourself. Everything's happening in the way it's meant to, and trust what you know about that person. And this is synergy, which also means this. So I think you stop and wait. You stop and wait because everything's happening the way it's meant to. But divine timing has to include two people, not just you. So just let go, because it's like watching a kettle boil. It's so frustrating, particularly when you've filled it to the brim and then, so, you know, strange analogy, I know, but it's just like Creator says, expectation reaps no reward. It sounds a bit like Confucius say, but really we just need to let go and just trust. And this would say to me, trust what you know about this other person. And two cards that say everything's happening the way it's meant to. So I hope that really helps you. Okay, Melissa, my beautiful Melissa that I can't wait to hug when I'm up in Sydney, who's so resilient herself. I'm going to give a card for you. Angel therapy. Give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. So I'm sure you do that, and I'm sure you do give thanks and everything, thanks every day. But there's so much green, there's so much more healing for you to do yet, Melissa. So the more you can offload, the better it will be. And then choosing a card from Earth Energy. Well, there you go. How's that for I rest my case? You need to release to allow new growth to come in, okay? So breathe. And you know, you were talking to me, weren't you, about working on forgiveness and letting go. So that's just really confirmation for you that call in your archangel to do that. I know you love me looking for who that is. You probably know, but I feel like it's Archangel Michael. So just call on Archangel Michael and just ask him to use this sword to cut ties. We talked about Archangel Michael, and you asked me about the blue ray, Melissa. You helped me so much there, because working in the blue ray is what I'm doing, not just working with Archangel Michael. I see blue dots like you do all the time. So bring that blue ray in and allow him to help you to cut those ties. So that's really That's really great. Ricky says, been a tough week. Partner's nan recently passed away. Would love some guidance. I hope my guidance gave some help, and I can't remember what I said. Just if you need a little bit more information, I probably can top that up for you. Hi, Nick. Yes, I'll just go back to a couple of other people who've asked first. Tony Greenslade. That's good, Julia. Thank you. I appreciate you too, Melissa, and I love the blue love hearts. Thank you. Okay, so Tony Greenslade. Legal decision making today, please. Well, you're being guided and helped and supported. That's for sure. It says, beloved one, Archangel Camiel, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. And the earth, I think you'll be fine, actually. I think everything will go okay. So just breathe and just take care of yourself. But I'll call in the masters, upside down, ascended master cards, just to bring in another bit of guidance. Lady Nada, mother, wife, sister, daughter, Lady Nada. Lady Nada is the divine union of Sanda, and they are Jesus's divine masculine and feminine. So I think just call on them and just trust that everything will be okay. So Rachel, I'll just look into that question you asked me online now. We'll ask for a card for you anyway. Moon cycles, Archangel Haniel. You know, this one says, look at your moon, look at your cycles and how the moon affects you and everything. But I kind of think the people that you're talking about just are very kind of here, there and everywhere and all over the place in their cycles, you know. So I'm not sure. I think perhaps this will be a death knell. Yeah. But prosperity. So it's a good thing. And patience. Looking into the earth cards, yeah, it's an ending, and the veil is lifting for those two. So I just think you just sit and wait and don't get involved in their drama. Okay, right, where are we now? Amanda, yes. So if you are in Tasmania, I will be in Launceston on the 1st of March doing readings and healings, which reminds me I will do this one for Amanda, then I'll do one for India. And then I'll be in Seppenfeltz in Deloraine on March the 23rd doing a cup of morning and a bit of a talk, and then taking appointments doing readings in the afternoon. So that's coming up in March. Right, this is for Amanda. So I think you're getting lots of signs, Amanda, that are telling you that you're on the right path. And so trust the guidance, the thoughts and ideas that come to you as they're answered prayers. And then everything's working in synchronicity. So I do feel that there's no need to worry. Everything's working out well. But using music to help put yourself in balance could, pardon me, often help to get you out of your head. And then you hear your guidance more if you can do that. So maybe do some toning too. Archangel Uriel works with toning and with the third eye and opening that up and bringing harmony into your life. So divine wisdom, spiritual understanding. So perhaps use some music to help you as well. This is for India in Launceston. Be careful of the spiritual law of attraction. Work with Melchizedek to bring in some higher light, India, into your chakras, and to actually start to think positively. Because when we do know, don't we, that what we put out comes back to us and we create. So really make sure that what you're attracting is the highest and best thing for you. And the card I've got is just breathe. Breathe. And this is different to release. It's just breathe. As the old falls away, the new comes in. So there's always growth and regrowth. So just really make sure that you're putting out the right vibrations to the world. Amanda says, she also sees purple dots. Wow, fantastic. You see purple. That could be Metatron. It's also Zadkiel and Saint Germain and the Violet Flame, which means you're possibly a healer yourself. So that's fantastic. Yes, breathe. It's a bit of a problem if we don't breathe, isn't it? Katie, thank you. I'll pull a card for you now. I'll just tidy up my earth cards. I got into a terrible mess. Okay, and thank you for sharing. You know, it's just a nice exchange of energy, isn't it? And I love being on here and interacting with all of you. Ricky says, thank you, I believe in your words. And Julie, I hope that resonated with you. What topic will I be doing at the cuppa morning? I'll get back to that in a sec, so I can remember Katie, who I'm reading for, otherwise I get off track. I also need to ground myself and just stop sometimes because my mind, you know, I'm halfway through unpacking the dishwasher and then I'm putting the washing on, then I'm making the bed, then I'm back to the dishwasher. Yeah, need to ground. Okay, here we are, Katie. Need to get outdoors more, Katie, and breathe and just ground yourself. Talking of grounding, Archangel Jophiel. Jophiel is the second ray. Well, actually, no, it's not the second ray. It's the second chakra. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. And then this one, strength. So I think you might be in overwhelm at the moment, Katie, or you've got a lot on your plate. Are you a teacher? I know the feeling, but you need definitely just go outside, give yourself time, and know that you have a lot of strength. And you might seem you've got mountains to climb, but you are further ahead than you think you are. So breathe, ground, thank the universe for your gifts, thank the universe for your strength and for your guidance, and you will get there. So, but don't go into overwhelm because that will get you nowhere. Hi Karen, yes, great for you. So just to let you know what I am talking about at Seppenfelt's on the 23rd, I can open up the document. 23rd of March, Seppenfelt's Emporium is a fantastic shop. They've been really, really helpful for me, and they take my newsletters, and Linda, who works there, just always talks about how she resonates with me. They sell my books. They're just fantastic. So a wonderful shop to go into. What I'm talking about is embracing your spirituality while living in third dimensional earth, and that's something that a lot of people struggle with. So as we have to work and live on earth and in the dense vibrations, we still to remain connected to our guides and to the Creator is going to help us to stay above all of the drama. So participants who attend the session will discover how spiritual connection and vibration relate to levels of consciousness, become more aware of how their thoughts create their own reality, learn basic tools for clearing, grounding and protecting their energy, keeping their thoughts positive, learn the difference between spirit world, angelic and universal energy, and engage in a relaxing and healing meditation. So that's for about an hour and a half from 10:30 till 12 on the 23rd, but they have, Seppenfeld's have cuppa mornings every Tuesday, I believe. So they do a range of topics, and it's not always spiritual either. So it's well worth getting onto their newsletter or onto their Facebook page if you're in on the northwest coast of Tasmania, as some people are. Hi Sarah. Hi Karen. So Karen, a card for you. Oop. Okay, 2 cards came out for you, Karen. One is leadership. So take charge, take back your power, and whatever the situation that you're asking about is, show leadership, and everything will work out well. So when you show leadership, you actually steer it in the right direction, and you say what needs to be said with love and but certainty, and but just know that everything will work out well. There's a lot of orange in here, and orange is sacral chakra, so that is believe in yourself. Believe that you can do whatever it is you're not sure you can do, and feel confident. You know, fake it till you make it. If you don't feel confident, don't show that. You know, make sure that you feel confident, and be at peace with the outcome, because you know that you've done the best that you can do. Green deck for the collective. Thank you. The only green deck, I have 2 green decks. Rachel's always fishing in she's psychically fishing in my card bag, and telling me every week what deck I need to use for the collective, and I love it. So I think it's this one, which is a funky new deck that I've bought, the Oracle Tarot. So I will do that in a minute. Thanks, Rach. Okay, so then Angela, yes. Tony says, I've looked up Master Lady Nada. Wow, just wow, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Love and many grateful blessings to you, Tor. Thanks, Tony. Just let me know how that helped you, because I trusted it would. And of course, I didn't have time to look into what the situation was and everything, but I'm so glad it's helped you. I really am. But if you don't want to share, don't. It's fine. Okay, so this is for Angela. I like the pretty please. I've picked up the MasterCard, so I trust that's right. Twin flame. So you're with your twin flame, and sometimes even a twin flame relationship can be a bit tricky. Let me just ask for a counterbalancing card from the archangels, as I thought. So I think you're going through a few relationship difficulties, but actually things will get better. So stick with it, and just make sure that you keep the communication channels open, but take the emotion out of your discussions, you know, and use I statements. I feel, not you make me feel. No, no, no. No one makes us feel anything. We respond to things based on our things that people say based on our belief systems. They trigger it, but it comes from us. So just make sure that you reconnect to the love that you felt in the first place, and just stay in that love, and get rid of all the flotsam and jetsam. You don't need that. It doesn't matter. Whatever was said, whatever. Just deal with the two of you. So I hope that helps. Okay, no worries. I'll just do a couple more, and then I will have to go. You're right, Sharon. Yes, because it's 1 o'clock and I'm supposed to finish at 1. Sharon, you're also overcoming difficulties. Just trust that everything, you're on the right path, and you are emerging. So have patience and stick with it. Sometimes things get messy. Transition's always messy. I always say that. Things change, people come, people go, people have arguments, but then all of a sudden everything settles down, and then lots of blessings come. So just really trust that. And the lucky last before I go to the green deck is Lyndall. No, the website hasn't been working, and I've got my, thank you Lyndall, I've got my techie guy onto it. But if you do want to book a reading and you can't get through, please just text me or email me. So my, I will put it up in the comments here. My email is Victoria Cochrane 44, and believe me, I'm not 44 years old, at gmail.com. And then I can call you and we can make a time, so that's fine. And you can also text me. Don't ring me on my mobile, it will not ring, okay? 0417581107. So, you know, just get on to me that way. or you can inbox me on any of my Facebook pages. So please do that, because it should be up and running now, but he still hasn't quite got my chakra balances and Reiki appointments there, but I mucked it up. So Jake, my techie guy, has been onto that. So please do give me contact. Oh yes, sorry Ida, I will do you as well. Okay, Lyndall, yeah, please do email me and we'll work something out. Okay, so this is for Lyndall. You need to write, Lyndall. Is that what you need guidance on? Writing, maybe you've got a book coming, or I talked to someone and mentored someone the other day about the cards they wanted to put through and just gave a few ideas. I'm always happy to do that. And from the masters, they say you need to do it because the world needs to hear your messages. So Lyndall, please don't feel stuck. Okay, and Ida, have a reading. My anxiety, depression is taking control of me at the moment. I'll just tune into you if that's okay. You actually really need a clearing, and I won't do that here, but if you would like to contact me, that's fine. Otherwise, call in Archangel Michael, ask for him to clear all the energy that's off you. You've got a lot of energy on you. It's actually not coming from you so much. You might even have wayward spirits or some kind of attachments that can make us feel very anxious and bring our energies down more. So if you have a healer, go back to them, get a healing and a clearing, and get Archangel Michael to clear all your energies and take the energies off you. But I'll also just pull a card for you. Very important, perhaps you're an empath too, is to just cut ties with, just ask for ties to be cut with people that you've interacted with through the day, because you're collecting other people's energies. So this is for Ida. Yeah, and hand all your worries over. Make sure that you just ask the angels to help clear your energies, to help ground you and keep you clear of other people's energies and protected, and you'll feel lots better. I really don't feel like it's coming from you. It's just energy that's collecting onto you, Ida. So I hope that helps. Lyndall says she's just done 40th day of journaling. Tony says Lady Nada spent previous lifetimes on Atlantis. She represents the 6th ray of service, purple and gold ray. She worked on the healing arts and served as a priestess in the Temple of Love. She was also embodied as a lawyer on Atlantis, where she championed the cause of divine justice for the downtrodden and oppressed. Pulling this card for me today is truly divine validation, so thank you for that. Yes, you've just told me something that I didn't know, and that's wonderful. And you've got a law case coming up today, and Lady Nada is just saying, you go, girlfriend, I've got your back. So I love that. That's fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, the green deck that Rachel told me I need to shuffle 3 times. 1, 2, 3. It doesn't feel like enough, but actually I feel like I need to take that one. Loving union, teamwork. So the 2 of Cups is the marriage card. Okay, the marriage card is where we're starting from the beginning. So a lot of people are going through ups and downs, and it doesn't matter if you're not going through a relationship turmoil or anything. It's about working together with a partner or someone close to you to make things work. We can't do things on our own quite often, and so if you're carrying the load, stop doing that. And even if it's just calling on your archangels to help you, then you really, really, really need to do that. And also have a cup of tea and just breathe, talk, and communicate lovingly, and make sure that you're sharing the load. The second one is get out of your head. Today's message has been, this is get out of your head, get out of your head, get out of your head. Okay, think with your heart, breathe, ground, and de-stress. Very important. And the third one is be an observer, not a participant in the drama that's going on in the world at the moment. Okay, very, very important. Archangel Michael says, always just go through each day like you have spirit on your shoulder who's observing you, and then you can be an observer of your own behaviour and your reactions to it. And make sure that you do keep your energies clear, declutter your space, and meditate and give thanks for what you have already. Guys, I must go. But thank you so much for the beautiful positive interactions today and the feedback, if I've helped you, which has been really great. And Rachel says the universe speaks. Absolutely. All there is love. Everything else is an illusion. It's all an illusion to help keep us trapped in the third dimension. And we are better than that. We are light beings. We are universal, ethereal beings having a human experience. And we know so much when we think we know very little. So let's all work together. Let's all be kind to each other. And if I can help you in any way and you're having trouble booking on my website, please just contact me on my email or my Facebook pages or my mobile. But please don't ring me on my mobile. It doesn't even ring. Just text me though. I'll get that. Oh, whoopsie days. Okay, I need to go. You're so welcome, everyone. I'm sorry if I didn't get to you, but my time is up. Lots of love. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.